everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This week we are going to concentrate on decluttering and dejunking, because in order to create the life you want and allow the good to come into your life, you must create a vacuum. That's a law, so that the good can come in. But we are buried in clutter. We're buried in clutter. We need to put in some time to declutter, dejunk. So let's focus on that this week. And this coming weekend, we will tackle that project. So too much junk and clutter burdens our minds, burdens our spirits, causes stress and pressure on us. It makes us feel hopeless and depressed because you open a closet and you can't find anything. You walk into a room and it's an obstacle course. So let's dejunk and let's feel better. And why have we accumulated so much junk? Because many reasons. We think someday I'll clear it up. That day never comes. We have the space, so we use it up. We have surfaces on top. We have things hidden underneath places. We clutter our walls with things. We buy organizers to keep our clutter neat. We have too many beauty items and too many things in the garage and the tool room, and we have cramped closets and cramped kitchens, and the bathroom is a place where a lot of our junk ends up. We have spare parts to things. We have projects that are in the middle that we figure we're going to work on. We have when I retire clutter. We have catalogs, magazines, tons of paper clutter. We have junk in our purses and in our backpacks and in our messenger bags or whatever we carry. We have just in case junk, in case we need it. We have junk that's proof of our history, to proof of our relationship, or proof what came before, or sentimental junk, or tradition. This is a tradition I can't over. Gifts people gave you, things you're saving, such as collections. I have this collection and that collection. You have, I can't decide what to do with it, junk. Inheritance, things you inherited and then you feel bad getting rid of. Real estate can be junk. For example, you have a vacation home you never get to. You have a second home that you never really get to use, but you're paying for. Something was a great buy, so you have a lot of that. Things that are free you collect, and they take up room in your house. You have junk because you're afraid the next Great Depression is coming, and it's perfectly good, and we may need it someday. It might be useful. Some people actually find things on the curb. They check the curb, and they're junkers from things that are on the curb. We have too much, everybody, whether you're rich or poor, you have too much stuff. We're overloaded with stuff you could hold, and also overloaded with things in our spirit, the things we need to forgive and to let go. We're overloaded with people in our lives that don't do us good. So what we are not overloaded with, and we have a shortage of, is time. We have a shortage of love sometimes, of attention, of affection. Those are the things that really matter. But those things are shorted because we have no time left or money, because we're spending all our money on all this junk, and our time to tend to it and insure it and polish it and keep it. So we all have too much. We acquire too much. We're overspending, and it leads to arguments. And it's everyone. Even kids have too much stuff. They're not even excited anymore over things that they receive. Why do you think we love entering a hotel? There's no clutter. You go in, the drawers are empty. You can breathe. You have space. That's why. The big three, we have mental stress, emotional stress, clutter in us. We're overweight. Sometimes that's clutter on us. And then we have too many possessions. That's clutter all around us. So we're going to begin. Start this weekend. Release what's unnecessary. Release what you don't find as beautiful. And there's a great power in a weekend. So from Monday to Thursday, take a walk around your home and make a list of what really bothers you, what the worst spot is, what you want to do first. Look around, size up what you'd like to get rid of. What bothers you the most? What area? Then clear the upcoming weekend, right? Cancel your appointments, send the family away, free yourself up to do this so you have no appointments and no interruptions. Now, I would recommend doing this alone, because if you pick someone to help you, you're going to end up deliberating. They will try to convince you to keep something, or they may end up carting the things away, or maybe you'll put things aside to give away and then they'll carry it back. So do it yourself, I would recommend. But you can use them as a helper, as a gopher, as someone to fetch and carry and help you clean things, throw them to the dumpster. That might work. Now, Friday's your kickoff day. You have to motivate yourself, be a warrior, and decide that tomorrow you're going to start. So what will it be? What kind of clutter are you going to concentrate on? Are you going to go room by room? Are you going to do a quick sweep from each room? So what you should do on Friday is start. Pull out some of the clutter. Especially if you have something that's obviously junk, you could throw it out into a trash can right away. That's perfect. Start there. And be ruthless. Don't go back and rethink it. So you go to bed and you're excited. You're going to be doing this project. So Saturday, this is your day of resolve. This is your day of decision. Go through the piles. What makes the cut to stay? What is trash? What is giveaway? What are you going to reduce? Condense, dispose of, maybe things you'll put aside to sell. Maybe you're a reseller, you know. It's your call as to what you're going to keep, how you're going to dispose of it, whatever. Ask yourself, does this enhance my life, this item? Does it enhance the life of others? Do I need it? Do I use it? Sometimes it's a beautiful thing, but you don't use it. And junk food, go through your cabinets in the kitchen. Toss out junk food, items that came in gift baskets, things you're never going to use. That's very important. Put music on while you're doing this. By late Saturday night, the mess should be reduced and you'll start feeling good. Have bags at the ready for trash, bags for giveaways, and bags to put things away where they belong. On Sunday, you refine your what you did. Condense and file your papers. Photographs of special mementos, put them in a scrapbook. Reduce your reading material. Go through your books. You know, we hate to get rid of books. They're very special. But someone else can really use them. Make a pile that you'll give to Goodwill. As far as magazines, rip out the articles you think that will serve you. Don't let it run you. You run it. Take the articles you think you will want. Cut out titles and things that you'll use for your vision boards, words, phrases that you keep on a vision board to keep you motivated and inspired. And then you could spend your future weekends doing what you really want to do. You're going to enjoy families and friends in a neat and orderly and comforting home, doing things that build you and enrich you, because you are not constantly brought down by clutter that you see wherever you look all around your home. So to create the life you want, you must do this. And people may say, I don't have time, but you know what? You spend a lot of time watching television. Maybe you have a day off here and there that you can snatch some time. Fragments of time, 15 concentrated minutes can create miracles. Okay, maybe you can just open a drawer and organize it. Open your briefcase and organize. Open your glove compartment. Open a file cabinet. You will feel better and it will motivate you to keep going, because time fragments add up. Make the time. We're not too busy. Usually we choose other things we would rather do. So make a list, make a plan of what type of order, what junk, where is the junk you want to begin with. And be flexible. Sometimes you say, I'm going to start here, but when you pass another section of your home or apartment, it calls you, so then you could start there. That's okay. Get ready for the sorting process. Have some boxes, containers, garbage bags, garbage cans, whatever you need. Have a black marker ready. Have labels. Maybe you're going to label boxes. And some things will go into trash. Some things you're going to recycle. Some things you're going to put back where they belong. Some things are worth putting in storage. You have to decide. Some things you give back to your grown children that are not in the house. Some things you'll give to charity, goodwill. Some things you may want to have a garage sale and sell. So you'll decide. Maybe it's a good idea to have a knife or a scissors or a step stool or a little hand truck if you're doing the garage, or you have heavy duty items, exterior things. Maybe you're cleaning your porch or your backyard, your front yard, your driveway. Have work gloves if you're working with sharp or dirty things. Packing tape maybe is a good idea. What else? Maybe a duster, vacuum, Windex, or any cleaning material that you're going to use if you move things and you have to dust. Paper and pencil for ideas you get to do later that this decluttering inspired you to do. It's also good to start with things that are easy, that have no emotional attachment, that you have to make a decision about. Because maybe you want to start with that sore spot that always is annoying you every time and you can't stand it anymore. Maybe you want to start with private, personal things in your personal drawer, things in your jewelry box, things that you have in your wallet, things like that. Little places that you could cover quickly, that are easy, fast, and rewarding. And also create some room to work. Maybe you want a tabletop where you can spread things out and do one drawer at a time, where you can sort instead of having a big mess all over the house and then you can't finish. But don't let yourself be interrupted. Stay on track. Another thing is, you may want to vary. Let's say you're doing 6 hours on paperwork. Do something outside that you want to declutter. Or sometimes you're doing all your photographs and you get caught going down memory lane. Maybe stop and organize some other closet. Okay? But remind yourself of the rewards that are coming. You have freedom, you have space, you have more time, you have less arguing, less injury, tripping over things. Okay, now, you are the judge. Is it trash or is it treasure? It's your call. You have to decide. That's why you don't want people there affecting. Okay, does it enhance your life now? Or will it in the future? Is it used? Is it active? Okay, do you really use it? Does it fit? Will it fit? Did it fit? Doesn't fit anymore? Out of style? Do you have a place to store it, or is it in the middle of the room? Is it on your dining room table? Maybe you can't use the space that the space was originally meant for because you have all this stuff on there. Also, let go of the past. A lot of times we live in the past. Oh, I was going to study to be this, and here's all my books, but you're not going to do it. Or this project, I was going to rebuild this thing, and you're never going to do it. Don't backslide. Don't recover something you already put to give away or put in the trash. Okay, and don't have others around because they'll pick up and bring back in what you just put outside. And also, like if you have things that are antiques, are they really valuable? You know, we hear stories of somebody who has something and they sell it for thousands of dollars, but that's very rare. And if you think you have a valuable antique, have it assessed. There are many companies that can do this. But if something is old, it doesn't mean it's gold. It's probably could be junk. Sometimes you bring something home, it's a worthless piece of furniture, and you gouge out the inside of your beautiful, expensive car, bringing home a piece of junk. So, go through your stuff often. And this is something, just like when you're trying to lose weight, it's a constant thing. Because as soon as you declutter, more stuff is coming in. We mentioned about creating a vacuum, but you want stuff to come to fill the vacuum that you want. That's going to enhance your life. Also, be aware of trying to declutter by buying organizers, containers, shelves, because all you're doing then is putting your clutter in neat piles, but you're not really reducing. It's still clutter, but it's in neat piles. So where is most of our clutter? First of all, we have out of sight clutter, things that are hidden, like in drawers, in cabinets, in bookcases, in refrigerators, in freezers, in basements, in attics, in sheds. Those are places you want to tackle. Stuff that's on top of things. Any surface will quickly attract clutter, on top of the refrigerator, on top of the dresser, on top of the thing. And those are things like your keys, your gloves, your jewelry, books, pens, things like that. So look around. Clothes is huge clutter, all types of clothes. Furniture clutter. You may have a big wing chair that you hate, but somebody gave it to you. Or, furniture that you bought just for now and you still have it. Photos can become clutter. Go through, keep the very best. Entertainment clutter. We all have tons of DVDs and old video games. Maybe sell them, donate them, whatever. We have carry along clutter. Check your purse. You have so much stuff in there we carry that we're getting hunchback from carrying all this stuff. Packaging clutter. A lot of times you keep the pretty tin, the pretty box, the pretty container that an item came in because it's such a good container, but you're not going to use it. Things that are for storing food, Tupperware type of things. We save polyo containers and all these things that they're beautifully made, so you want to keep them, but just keep one or two. We keep plastic bags, things like that. We keep sentimental stuff. It's better take a picture of it and then get rid of it. We keep things that are fixable. One day I'll fix it. Someday, one day. It never comes. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but not someday, one day. Someday stuff. Pharmaceutical stuff, your medications and prescriptions and pills, especially they're dangerous if they're expired. We have vehicle clutter. Sometimes you have vehicles sitting on your property that don't work, you're never going to use. We have clutter of protection, trying to protect things that we own, different containers and sheds and ways to keep things protected that you never use. We have outdoor clutter. Look around your yard. You have old shovels and sleds and bricks and things left over from renovations. And, you have kids clutter, all their big plastic toys that are outside dirty and rotting. And maybe they're not rotting. They'll last forever, but they're dirty and they're eyesores. Pet clutter. How much stuff do you have for your pets? Okay, so, and stupid stuff you bought. Oh, this is cute. I don't know what it is, but I'll buy it. Let me buy it. It's cute. It's a conversation piece. Things you bring back from vacation that sound like a great thing that you needed at the time. But when you bring it home, you don't want to look at what you got from vacation from different places. And other people's clutter. And are you keeping your clutter at other people's houses and annoying them with it? And once you get things started, don't fall back into the habit. Every weekend, every time fragment that you have, keep up with it. And really think of it. Keep on top of your physical clutter, but also your emotional clutter. What are you holding a grudge about? Who do you need to forgive? These things bring you down. What are you sad about from the past? You got to let it go. There's an expression, let go and let God. You have to let it go. And I'm telling myself all these things, because none of us are immune to these things. And we have so much junk, maybe we should try to spend less. Spend less. Do I really need it? Or come back to it. Think about it. Stay in more. Stay out of the stores and the malls a bit more. Sometimes we go to stores, discount stores, just to look around because it makes you feel better. But then you end up spending money you didn't need to spend and bringing home things that you really don't need. And then you get a credit card bill and you don't even know what did you spend it on. You're not aware of what you have to show for it. And take advantage of what you already have. That's perfectly good. And keep waste to a minimum. And guess what? You won't miss any of it. You won't miss any of it. So invoke the law of prosperity, which is the vacuum law. To be prosperous, nature abhors a vacuum, they say. So invite in this law. Make room for what you want. Even for people. Let's say you want a boyfriend or a special person in your life. Okay, make room in the closet for maybe this person's clothes. Make room on your side of the bed. Make room in the garage for another car. They say this works. Let's try it. If you want to invite any good of any kind, start forming a vacuum in order to receive it. Get rid of what you don't want in order to have space for what you do want. Okay? Let go of something to let new substances flow in. But you have to get rid of stuff to make room for it. Okay? Dare to form a vacuum. And the substance of the universe will rush in to fill it. But don't fill the space with what you don't want. Be vigilant. This applies to spiritual things, the mental planes of your life, the physical planes of your life. And you will be free. Make room for your good. This channel is called Creating the Life That You Want. What have you prayed for? What have you worked for? What do you strongly desire? But there has to be a constant elimination of the old to keep pace with this growth. We seek growth. We seek joy. When you cling to the old, you hinder the advance of what you want, or you stop it altogether. So, dare to form a vacuum. Dejunk. Declutter. Why not this weekend? Plan it from Monday to Friday and do it this weekend. And invite prosperity, the yearning of things you want for to come in. They're divinely meant for you. We are told that this is divine right that we have for these things. And what will you get? You'll get freedom. You'll get a greater sense of self-esteem. You'll have better health. Eliminate the junk food and junk habits. You'll have just your good friends that you want. You can cut down your debt and eventually be debt-free. You'll have a happy family because the rooms in your home or the rooms in your apartment will be used for what they need. You won't be fighting and arguing about everybody else's junk. We usually don't see our own junk, truly. You'll have satisfying relationships because you'll have time. You'll have energy instead of too many possessions. So I invite you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, come back to our channel so that we can create the life we want together and to be happy. So be awesome, be amazing, and I will see you back soon.